Welcome back to another video, everybody. We hit 5th place in last week's Giantslayer fight night. I'm really happy about it. I was up against like some crazy players, crazy good players. I learned a lot as well, and I'm not sure if like the footage that occurred is worth posting at all. So I mean, at least from my perspective. So I'll probably just place in the description below the YouTube channel of GiantslayerTV. They'll be uploading each match up there. But for this episode of TFT gameplay review, I thought it would be fun to have my friend Kentwuhoo, who is currently a Grandmaster in NA, to review one of my games. So there was one game that I ran. I had Blaster Brawler. I high rolled really hard too. Like I had an amazing start and I think I had an amazing mid game, but I didn't top 4. So I asked him if he could review my gameplay and if I could upload it as TFT gameplay review episode 30. He agreed. So please check him out. He's also a Twitch streamer. I'll be placing his links in the description below, and let's get to it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I see the Smurf, right? So this one you have to play really aggressively.
Ooh, okay. So Little Legends.
Really aggressively, really aggressively, really aggressively.
Yeah, so you pretty much have to play hyper roll, or you have to play like just super aggro early game.
I'm so
and try to
fast.
streak. Let's skip forward a little bit. All right, so we got Mord. Yeah.
Zoe,
so like,
Zoe's a pair.
Unless you're playing something that involves a Zoe, I'd never like to pick up Zoes.
Get more money. I'd like to buy these two too.
Like, even though it's a pair, I don't know. Zoe 2 just doesn't really do much for the comp. So, like, Zoe 2 doesn't offer frontline, and it doesn't offer carry potential because she ults different targets. So she never, like, kills any units, so it doesn't save you any HP early on.
We got a Zoe, we got Graves and Lucian.
Whereas, like, for example, Caitlyn will always kill a unit. So,
red buff.
Caitlyn is a really, like, high-value unit early, basically. Will save you HP, even if you don't have a strong board, where Zoe doesn't do any of that.
And if we get Leona, I think we can start with blasters. Damn it. Oh my god, my item start is not amazing.
Yeah, so from here, I'm thinking like
2 Nikos. Okay,
wait. So here, like, probably use the belt and the rod, the cloak into a Zephyr, just because that's like a flexible item. The bow you probably want to save to be an offensive item. Building like Runaans here is a bit too committing. I guess the alternative is if you can put in 3 cybers, you just spread them out and greed a little bit for the first carousel. And hopefully there you can get something like an offensive item. So here, I think definitely the strongest board you can create is throw out Zoe, because Zoe's not killing anybody. Putting in Lucian Fiora and just spreading out the 3 items.
How do I get 4 gold? I can't get 4 gold right now. This is my best board. Tier. This guy's he's playing in Nico's universe.
Wow.
Oh shit! I forgot to put them all back.
That guy has disgusting luck. Okay, yeah, these people have really strong boards. Like, even a Cassidy 1 at this level is insane. So definitely like don't level to 4 here because your board's not that strong. One thing I would just say is, in these initial stages where you only have 3 or 4 units on the board, it's always good to play all your units in the backline, because it distracts the Kha'Zix when they jump, because a lot of people are playing Kha'Zix early on and Kai'Sa early on now. So when they jump, your carry will be in the middle and will stay safe, whereas where this frontline unit walks up and this frontline unit also walks up. So it creates a little bit of space even if they don't have assassins, but if they do have assassins, then they get stuck on the frontline here.
Oh my god, okay. He's a 2-star Darius already, what do you mean?
Yeah, okay. This lobby is hella strong.
What is this lobby? Well, we got one.
Okay, cool. I mean, you killed one. Yeah, for that board. I mean,
one Leona.
You definitely need to put in the cybers.
Oh, what? Okay, I think we level up here. Do I keep the Zoe? Because you can get cyber buff early.
So let's see what you do.
I think we keep the Zoe. You don't have Blaster Brawlers, so there's no point in putting. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, this is better than your previous board. I still don't like the
tier
Zoe in
two
there, though.
Bobby.
I think Graves is really strong
Zoe
because it gives Blaster. People only have like 3 or 4 units on board right now,
This guy
and Blaster will hit
is going
everybody.
Candyland as well?
So with plus 35
Where's
AD
Shredder?
on Cyber,
He has more components to Candyland than Shredder.
you'll be doing like damage to everybody, and there's not much healing
It's a
this
huge
early
hit.
on
Oh,
yet,
right,
so
because
it's
we're
really
playing
good.
Littlest Legends. We need anything here? Nice. Okay, that's really good for us.
Holy, that's a high roll.
That's really, really strong for us. Okay.
Holy
Do
crap!
we just
For sure, you
add
need Blaster here
at this
now.
point? We're spreading 125 damage. We don't have red buff just yet. Is it stronger than a Zoe though? Probably not. Not at the moment. Ziggs hyper roll, maybe Space Jam.
So yeah, same thing. I think you should have played the Graves
Candyland.
there, and then I think you should have backlined more of the units. But
Bramble.
here he didn't position for you, so
Maybe
he
mech.
put his
going
units
mech.
on the other side, so they never jumped on your illusion.
Oh my
Although
God. Kill one. Just kill one.
I think
there we go.
the illusion is like strong enough to survive.
Never
this
mind. Kill two.
Cosmix. Oh, maybe,
Kill two. I was
maybe not.
lying. Kill two. No.
Yeah, so I feel like Blaster would have won there,
Second
just because the assassins are all level 1, and they would have just gotten cleaved
Okay, the
down
two items
really
I need.
fast with Blaster.
Vest would be fantastic.
Mm,
It would be a really big power spike for me.
so Vest. you're the
Condor
Vest.
is
Yeah,
going
Vest is not bad.
exactly
I mean, it
Damn,
gives
I
you
can't
a
believe we
red
started
buff.
with 2 Nikos. What the fuck?
But the problem with red buff is that it turns 2
Don't worry,
defensive
Naru.
items into 1 offensive item.
It's not going terrible for me at the moment.
So it makes
Go
that
for it.
makes
It's the only message I saw.
you lack defensive items
Well,
for
now
the
with
mid game.
red buff, we changed
And
Zoe
offensive
for-
defensive items are actually really important for your mid game.
We got Poppy too though.
For your front line to actually buy time for your
I
carries
think
to do
that's the
stuff.
play. We remove you, add Graves so that we have Blaster, get red buff, and then we add Poppy.
Yeah, I think so. I think you can start streaking here. You can streak, get a 2 streak
that is the way.
into Krugs.
In the
Yeah, do like a
back,
quick
fence in
scan of the
back.
lobby and see if there's anybody that like check the people who are 85 HP. See how strong they are. Like, is there any chance that
Exactly. So
you'll
this guy's going Candyland.
beat
He
them
announced it
if
earlier, but
you
he only has
level?
1 Poppy.
And if you think there is, then
I
you
have
should level.
More Poppies than him. Nice red buff. Spread it around.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Red buff is just super strong
Nice.
though.
Okay. Good hit. Good hit.
Like
Do I
it
sell
kind of locks you
somebody?
into Brawler
No, I
Blaster
think I
or
thought he stars
Cybers.
too much right now.
But it is a
There's
good
Vi,
item.
though.
It is a good item. Okay. Let's see what you do. Okay, so I guess one thing, like, you already built the red buff, so there's not really much you can do here, but if you had used the bow for an offensive item instead, you could have 1 extra component for Vi, although I guess you would already have an evolution too, so I guess not. But, like, Vi is a really good unit to put in early, because she's technically a carry. She does a lot of damage. She's like Jace. She just does so much damage in stage 2 and stage 3. So it's really good to have her in if you can take out Fiora, because Fiora 1 doesn't do much. Fiora 2 is a different story.
Okay, we have a strong front line now. Ziggs hyper roll. He has 5.
And that guy's really scary.
He's still at perfect health. Deathblade and Lucian.
Yeah, Deathblade Lucian is super strong with Blaster,
He also has
especially this early on. Like, the AD means
he
so
also
much this early when
has
people have
7
such
X.
low healths.
Yeah, this guy's gonna be a bit of a problem because my vanguards aren't really protected against magic. Yeah, spread some fire. Spread some fire. Don't hook my Lucian. No, please. Okay, good.
Oh yeah, great.
Okay.
I like how you
But
walk
I'm
toward
really
them
econ
too.
as
You
well.
gotta
I'm
BM them a
taking
little
big
bit.
hit. Econ-wise.
Holy, that's 2
I
vibes.
think we can just swap out
It's so expensive
Fiora
though.
for Brawler. And still have Cybernetic.
Yeah, I guess you wanna.
there's
You're
no
you're
real
going
use to the
Blaster
Lucian,
Brawler, right?
sadly.
So
What's everybody else's money? 30, 20.
I'm not sure
10,
how I feel
30,
about
10,
Blaster
40,
Brawler
40.
honestly in this meta, because so the reason Blaster Brawler, just quick, like the reason Blaster Brawler was so strong in the past, is that you could play like super aggressively and you just bleed people out, and then your late game is not as strong, but it's fine. You'll end up somewhere in top 2 to top 4 because everyone else has lower health totals and you are gonna survive longer than them and they're gonna die. But now everyone plays their best boards at all times, and people in stage 3 will hyper roll or they'll dig for like a Kale, and they just have really, really strong stage 3s. So you don't have as healthy of a health total anymore going to the late game. That's why I don't think Blaster Brawler is doing as well this patch.
Nice. Ezreal's important. I'll sell these two, I think.
Yeah, definitely
I'll
try to
just sell
make
this
gold
one.
here. Great.
This arm. Nobody really does this arm.
So that's not good. You only got 1 item.
Should I? Otherwise, there's a G8, there's a Giantslayer.
Yeah, GA. Frozen Heart's really good too.
I need to think so. This guy's a full front line. This guy already has a Wukong and has a Blitzcrank. This guy's going Brawler Blaster as well, I think. All he has are Brawler Blasters and Cybernetics.
Although I guess in Little Legends,
Actually, it's
Brawler
better.
Blaster might be better because
It's only a 1-star grades.
Welcome to the freaking Van.
Old man mid. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the freaking Van. Gunmay.
Old man mid.
Nice, we got him.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
that's another Chopla.
what was I gonna say? Oh, Brawler Blossom might be okay in the Legends
thank you
because
for the sub, dude.
because of how aggressive you have to be, and maybe people will die faster. Not enough experience to say yet with this Galaxy.
This guy's level 6 already. I should be trying to hit level 6, but I have so little gold and I have no one really of value.
So here, I think you should for sure go 6. Like even though you're
Clevers, thank you for the resub.
even though you don't have that much gold, I think definitely the right move is to go 6 here. Push your streak because you have 3, and you also have a really strong board. If you go 6, you don't really have anything to add. If possible, maybe roll to find a Chrono, an edited Chrono. That's a big power spike. Or a Brawler too, just adds to your front line. And then at this stage in the game, you can kind of move your units up now because you have more on board. If you have 6, you have more on board. Maybe put 2 units in the front and 4 in the back, something like that.
Sorry, I'm not reading chat right now because I'm panicking. Damn, Gunmay already has a 2-star Jin.
But yeah, around 3-2, most people will go 6. Yeah, like this. So he just has more units on board, so he'll be stronger than you.
Brawlers.
I think this guy's 4 Chrono. 4
Nice,
Chrono and a
thank
lot
you,
of bulk. Do you win?
Can't believe that Blitzcrank lived.
Maybe. No.
Oh, this one was close, but I think he wins this. Oh, wait.
Do you win? Oh,
Nice.
That's good. That's good.
Win streak. There's our our second Brawler.
Yeah, so here
that's
for
value.
sure go 6 is the play, and then play Malphite. Even maybe
1-star
Caitlyn,
Jin,
but
Shredder. Is this guy going void? I don't understand this
he's
guy.
slow rolling voids. Oh, he might be playing mech actually. He has Bramble Blast.
Both of us are on a streak right now.
Wow, look at
There's
this
2 Jins
guy.
and one of them is a Deathblade, so
Double Jin.
I'm not feeling too amazing about this.
Damn, if you had a Blitzcrank here, that would have been huge.
Nope, it's a lot of damage.
Holy, that's a lot of damage. So let's rewind that real quick. Let me just take a look.
So both of us are on a streak right now.
So let's look at his board.
There's 2 Jins and one of them is a...
So when you're like, you know, you might be playing another guy who's
Both of us are on
streaking.
a streak right now.
You should try to position for them so that you can, like most likely you have a stronger board to beat a lot of the others. You should position for the person who you have the most trouble beating. Like if you're looking at this list and you're like, I'm going to play against these 3 people that I haven't placed in the last 4 rounds, and then he's the strongest, you should position for him. So here, I think if you can get the Vi on this side and safe, where she can ult to the backline here, it might help. I don't know. His board is looking really strong, so it's possible that he just like outpowers you, but that's one of the things I would change. What else? I mean, ideally there's a blitz to pull, right? And then the Vi dives here, which is perfect. But you don't have a blitz, so it's not a scenario. Also, typically you want to put the vanguards on the outsides so that the snipers will always target them first, and they have the highest armor. So your brawlers have some more time, because brawlers don't have extra armor, so they take a lot of damage from snipers.
So I'm not feeling too amazing about this.
But yeah, that Darius is just Darius with Ionic. He's just super strong.
Nope, it's a lot of damage.
Saw Graves here probably. Like he'll come
I
back.
won't sell anybody for Econ.
Yep, I would have sold
Naru's not allowed to give
Graves.
subs anymore. Accurate. That was HiddenDino.
So here, I think you need another offensive item. You definitely need a Jinx item.
My items aren't fantastic.
Probably a sword. Sweet.
Candor needs more tiers because he needs double Seraph. Oh.
So sword gives you the option to do
I thought he
GA
was though.
or
This guy doesn't look too bad.
Giantslayer, which is
I think
good.
is he pivoting? No, what is he doing? He's missing so many poppies.
I think my favorite item on Jinx actually is Giantslayer. Giantslayer is just so strong. It's not. That's not. This is not a bad move though.
I don't want to put the vest and Vi for the cybernetic buff because. That can still be
So
like
if you had
GA
1 last round,
or-
here you should go
Is there
7
anything else?
because you want to continue
Maybe
pushing
Locket.
your
Well,
streak.
Locket would be in Vi anyway.
Probably just play
I think we got this
another
guy. Shredder is gonna be a bit of a problem.
like a Chrono unit, so something strong, or just anything, even a naked unit that gives power.
So this guy I'm
Shen's
fighting
pretty good
now
here.
used to be rank 1 in Australia. A few
Oh, it's
patches ago.
Escha. Me bang bros.
Oh my god, it hurts! Oh, the poppy
my
hurts.
God, that poppy. That last whisper would be helpful there,
Okay, think.
but alas, I think he's the only person right running like heavy vanguards, running such a tanky unit. Oh, I guess there's a mech guy.
I think that's fine. We're about to hit 7.
So I think positioning here, you can start creating more space for your units.
Didn't know what existed, Leshy.
The Zephyr cheese. Look at this guy. Who is this guy? Zephyr.
Nice, thank you, Vi. I think we win this. No, fucking Blitzcranks!
I think you still win. Sweet. That's good. You don't streak into creeps, which is kind of bad, but in Little Legends, you don't want to like open ever. You just want to always win streak.
Might as well. Even though I don't have anyone really bad. Maybe
I guess
Vanguard would be better.
Like you should. I think so. Like loving there, you don't want to lose that 1 gold for nothing because it's creeps. Like you have a higher chance of finding Jinx. But I don't know if it's worth 1 gold. If you're willing to sell here or you get gold here, then that's fine. But I think I would have waited to see if I found gold. Yeah, I'd like the safer play. Never punished though, dude. Never punished. Oh, that's huge. Blitz and Ezreal. Hurricane is not too bad here.
Oh, damn!
It's a high roll. What?
That felt really good. Not gonna lie.
Oh, I think I just would have red bugged.
I don't normally roll there, but when I do.
Yeah, true.
But when I do, I fight assassins. No! Kill the kill. Nice. We still lose it, but a lot less than I thought.
You didn't have time to think about positioning there, so it's fine. But that was a pretty big hit.
Okay.
I think so. Ideal positioning here is you want. I don't like blitz in the back because it reverses your Vi. So like something like front line here with Jinx up here, and then some distractions in the back line. So maybe Malphite and Ezreal in the back, and then these 4 units, Blitz, Vi, and the 2 Vanguards up in front, or four Brawlers up in front.
Okay. I think VanTooren. I don't want to lose a Vanguard, but our Malphite isn't strong right now. I think it's our strongest board, unless we had 2-star Brawlers.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Oh, sweet. Yeah, you're doing the positioning. Great. So when you do this, you just have to make sure you scout for Cassidy.
Oh shit! It's gonna pull my.
Because you don't want Cassidy.
Oh, it's okay. He's not there anymore. Oh no, it's not part of my plan.
Oh no.
Okay, mental note. Keep 2 guys there.
Yeah,
I took a huge
there's
hit
2
here.
people with Zephyr Blitz, so that sucks. But yeah,
Okay,
you have to watch out for, I guess, 1 Zephyr Blitz, but the other is Cassidon's. Yeah, you don't want the Cassidon right there. If the Cassidon is there, you need to move Jinx all the way to the back.
Takes the Ashe there.
Oh yeah, just a
Soraka.
alternative positioning here is all backline. So like you put Jinx in the back, and then you bring everyone back with 1 or 2 units up front. So like 3rd row right here, 3rd row your front line. This is your back line with maybe like Cho or Vi also in the back. And then 1 tanky unit up on this row. What this does is because of Jinx's low range, it pulls everybody in. So Jinx doesn't have to walk up as far. The only problem you're gonna have is against the sniper guy, HiddenDino, who is playing like Xerath and snipers and stuff. So you'll have trouble against him because Jinx will have to walk up. But against everyone else, like their units will have 660 range, and they'll have to walk up. And then that also protects you from infiltrators, because when they jump, they'll hit your front line.
You playing Omega Nico first? What's going on there? Nice. We stunned the Gen, even though he had a.
Yeah, that stun was huge.
I don't think he has 80.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's okay.
So close.
We're in the bottom 4.
Man, 28 HP already. That's that's crazy. This Galaxy is nuts.
Damn it. IE Zeke's. No, wait! I have 2 Vi's! No!
Oh no.
I should have taken Locket. Mistakes were made.
I actually think Zeke's is pretty good. I think we've gone on
My
Zeke's
Infinity
there.
Edge. My Vi is gonna crit.
Trap Claw obviously first, but Zeke's pretty good too. Oh no, you
Not
IE
part of my
Vi.
plan.
Okay, that's not that bad. It's not great.
Relax. I hate you, Vi.
Vi is really strong though. Yeah,
let's put you
good
in.
to level here. You definitely
Let's
need
roll
to
down
stop
for
the bleeding.
Let's crank. Wukong would be stronger, honestly. I don't know. Do I? Would be stronger.
Since you're only running 2 blasters, yeah, I think it's fine to run
Ezreal's not
a
upgraded
Wukong.
yet. Still have you. HiddenDino. That shop call would have been nice.
Oh, that Kassadin. Wait, did that? Wow, the Kassadin got pulled by Blitz.
HiddenDino.
Oh no.
That shop call would have been nice.
Also here, I would have put
Nice
this on
stun.
somebody.
Kill
I
the
guess
Jhin.
you're greeting to see what you can do with it, right?
on!
Like QSS or IE or GA. I would have sold Graves there for the 1 gold.
That was HiddenDino.
Because you got to
I like
maximize
this
your
guy. He has
econ when you
Zephyr,
can.
So he's gonna Zephyr something kind of useless. This guy's gonna be hard as well.
Man,
but I think I have to position him
everyone
on
in
the
this
side.
lobby has a
He's gonna
Zephyr.
against him,
It's
same
kind of
against
nuts. Not everyone, but
Okay.
like 3 people with Zephyrs. It's like, does he have a strong front line? You have
Okay,
a lot
you
of
get
tanks.
that. He Zephyrs this. He pulls Poppy. This is good. This
Your
good
Vi
defense.
is kind of your secondary
Wait,
carry
why
here.
is he? Oh no, I missed somebody
Because
earlier.
she jumps to the back line and then autos them for a lot of
Gunmay.
damage.
I think we win this.
Nice.
We did Gunmay and then HiddenDino and then Candor. There we go.
So if you can get your Vi like a... I mean, GA on Vi is actually not that bad too. Or
Worst case
Frozen
scenario is
Heart.
disarm.
That'd
And
be
that's not
great.
bad. I'm playing blasters, but I wish I had an MF. If I get a
Lulu.
spatula.
So, okay, so
If I get
this
a
shot,
spatula, I'll run Lulu.
seeing Lulu and Soraka, I think... Like, Soraka is just such a good unit, and Lulu is also such a good unit. And it prevents... It buys your team so much time, so... Maybe find some way to fit them in. It's kind of hard, though, because you have an upgraded Wukong. And it would feel really bad selling the Wukong. Maybe selling
Vanguards,
2
pretty cool.
Brawlers. So sell Malphite Vi
I'll take
since
an ad,
you
right?
want to transfer items. And then play 2 Mystics.
would be nice.
Maybe.
Sword for GA is good. Bow for another Runaan. I guess for
Hmm.
Ezreal. Let's roll it down.
Okay, wait. So here...
Already have-
So yeah, it's never disarm here. Yeah, so I guess it's just GA Runaans. I guess you can remake Vi too. What else would you do? I think Lulu might actually just be better than Poppy
Can't believe this
as
idea
a unit.
New meta.
Because Vanguard's
GP, just keep
Vanguard's
going
is
for other
good,
people.
but
Just chill.
Lulu's even better.
Giantslayer disarm would be good, but I don't have any defensive item. I feel like GA is the way. And that would leave you with Runaans.
Okay, so here I think that
Yeah,
was a
no.
mistake because although like you kind of want a defensive item on Jinx sometimes, you don't have any frontline items, so like your frontline just dies, and then your Jinx doesn't have any time to do anything, and then she gets killed, and then she revives, and nobody's alive to help her, and then she just dies again. So the move is like I think what I would have done was GA Vi and then double Runaan's Jinx.
Fs.
And Runaan's actually not that bad on Jinx because her
Oh, it would have been that. This is one of the guys I said I would position better if I was here. Oh well. Yep.
because
that
her
was not
rockets
good.
trigger.
That was the reason. Yep, I got you.
Yeah, so against this lobby where everyone's playing Kassadin, doing the backline would actually be really good.
Oh!
With one front line to
Oh!
distract. Holy crap.
Feels
that was
good,
win.
man.
That's good. That feels really good.
Oh, why is everyone still alive?
Yeah, it's really scary.
Okay.
MF with
Sounds good.
3 upgrades? Or no, 2
This
upgrades.
is a bit rough.
That is scary.
Okay,
Not
so I'm
Poppy.
gonna go here. Oops, sorry.
So just to draw it out a little bit, so it'd be like Ezreal, Jinx, Malphite, Poppy, and then Blitz in front, Vi next to him, Wukong, and then Cho in the first line. So everyone else has to, or Cho in the second row. So everyone kind of has to walk up, and then it prevents Kassadin from hitting all the way in the back too. Alternatively, you can just frontline one person and backline the rest.
Oh, I think he called it. He takes my my Poppy? Okay, that's good. That was his ult, not mine. Oh, I couldn't even kill one thing!
Oh no. Okay, let me just
That was
see
his
that
ult.
one.
Not. Oh,
Okay, so positioning here, I guess, I mean, going this side would have been better. Okay, so this is, I don't think this lobby is someone you want to frontline Jinx against, because like there's things like Jace and Wukong. Other than that, yeah, I think that's it.
oh, I think he called it. He takes my my Poppy? Okay, that's good.
Because Jinx just gets CC'd
That
too
was
much
his ult,
this
not
fight.
mine.
Like she doesn't get to do anything.
Oh, I couldn't even kill one thing.
So close though. Like if she got an extra auto off,
Somebody die, please.
Could have saved a lot of.
I had low goals here, just not be ace all 4 rounds. Okay, I'm not ace.
Another thing is, I think Poppy needs to go. So anything in, yeah.
Small achievable goals, everybody.
Just because Vanguard buff's not worth having a bad unit in.
Enough.
Like Poppy's actually just not doing anything. Oh, I see. 3 brawlers for 4 blasters.
Wait, I don't have 4 brawler.
Backline, backline.
Wait. Gunmay.
Okay, let me see. So, I think adding the MF by itself might have been better, just keeping the 4 brawlers, just because it gives your front line more time, and then your Vi's like your secondary carry kind of thing. But yeah, I'm still in favor of the Lulu idea.
Just don't be 8, Van. That Wukong ult.
Jinx?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
The death.
Ah, could have been 6. Ah.
Okay.
Wait, I don't have 4 brawler.
Let's think back on this real quick. Because you have Wukong, like Wukong's a really good unit. Because you already made the Wukong, it doesn't feel right to sell it to just play 4 brawlers. So it's definitely some variation of like synergies, right? So 2 blasters is all you need, and I don't know if MF's actually better here. If you had an MF2, yeah, you should drop Ezreal, and put those items on MF. Maybe you would even just do that now because you already have 2 Chronos, and then you have MF, and this is Lulu and Malphite. I think overall though it was like a mix of mistakes. So like for example, just watch this fight real quick and then watch your front line. So these 4 front line, right?
Just don't be 8, Van.
Look how fast they die. Like there's nothing defensive that keeps them alive.
Oh boy.
So like if you just had something like a Frozen Heart, Redemption, like some 1 or 2 defensive items on them, they would have survived a lot longer. And then it buys your Jinx time. Because like if your front line's dead, there's no point having a stacked carry anyways, because your carry just dies.
Oh boy.
And then especially with a carry like Jinx, you need frontline items because Jinx needs time to actually pop off. Oh, look at this happy face. Jinx needs time to actually pop off before she even starts doing damage. So I think so overall, like the lack of defensive items because you built red buff early and everything else you grabbed from the carousel was offensive. Yeah, everything else all your other item components are offensive, and so like your defensive components here are cloak, belt, vest, and vest, and you invested all of them into like 3 of them into offensive items and 1 into like a utility defensive item. So then that just leaves you with like an off balance of items, and so you just have a lot of damage with no defense. Sucks for the Vi, but the Vi thing too. If you could have had this on Jinx with like Giantslayer and Runaan's and it just protected her a little bit more, that would have been insane. Because she does so much more damage, she can pop off and get her rockets off quicker because she can kill somebody a lot faster. Yep, I think that pretty much is it. Just like, you know, like because this look how close this lobby is. I think it's just like a bunch of like small things that happened that ended up in
just don't be 8, Van.
Your loss. There were also like a couple fights where like you could have scouted and positioned a little bit better, like so you don't Jinx doesn't. There are some fights where Jinx just gets casted and stunned, disarmed for the entire fight. Just the fights like that, like where you have a 1 carry that you rely on, you really have to protect the carry, and so. If you had positioned better there, you would have saved yourself like, you know, 6 HP or whatever, and then that's the difference between, you know, 4th and 7th. So, yep.
Oh
cool.
Boy.
Let's not watch you die. Oh, maybe let's watch you die.
Oh boy.
All right. Yeah,
that's
that concludes it. But yeah, if you have any questions and stuff, feel free to reach out to me. Let me know if you have any questions about anything I've said too. Any clarifications, stuff like that. Cool.
Thank you so much, Kent, for reviewing the gameplay. Honestly, it's these are stuff that although I'm kind of aware of, I don't really think about when I'm playing really sweaty. I knew my positioning was off. I knew my positioning against Kassadin's was very off, but I learned so much from the review. Guys, please check out Kentwuhoo. He is also a Twitch streamer, Grandmaster in NA, and next TFT gameplay review, I'll be doing the review again. So if you want to apply, please, the application is in the description, and I'll see you in the next one, everybody.